Hi everybody, I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to be covering Lady Deathstrike. She made her first appearance in Daredevil, issue number 197, that was released in April of 1983. Her real name is Yuriko Oyama, and she's a deadly cyborg assassin that stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighs 128 pounds, having brown eyes and long black hair. Now, after a couple of rounds of enhancements, Yuriko became a powerful cyborg, most notably sporting her iconic adamantium-laced nails. These razor-sharp talons at the end of each finger can normally extend up to 12 inches long, but on rare occasion, she can extend them up to twice that long, really allowing her to reach out and touch her foes. And due to them being made out of the same nigh indestructible adamantium metal as Wolverine's claws and skeleton, they can cut through anything except for adamantium itself and Captain America's vibranium shield. In addition to this trademark feature, she also has low-level superhuman strength, being able to lift about 1 ton, as well as low-level superhuman speed, stamina, agility, and reflexes, which, when combined with her near-peerless combat skills, make her more than a match for Wolverine. Now, another key feature of Yuriko is that she's eventually been upgraded to having a cybernetic healing factor, boasting nanites throughout her body that can not only quickly repair her cybernetic parts, but also quickly heal her organic parts. This repair process is not quite as fast as Wolverine's healing factor. It should also be noted that her cybernetic parts allow her to be resistant to telepathic attacks, not to mention that she's technopathic, meaning that she can interface with all forms of computer systems, as well as uniquely uploading her consciousness into computer systems. So yeah, she's not somebody you want to play with. Now, we first see Yuriko as the daughter of a Japanese scientist named Lord Darkwind. He's actually the one who developed the process by which adamantium could be bonded to human skeletons. However, the genius of this old soldier would soon be replaced by insanity. This led to Darkwind being abusive to his children to the point that his 2 sons died, and his daughter, Yuriko, would be scarred permanently on her face. When she got older, we'd see Yuriko seek out vengeance on her father for the death of her brothers and the scarring of her face. She actually joining forces with Daredevil to hunt him down, and she was the one who took him out for good. However, the man that she loved, named Kira, was a member of Darkwind's private army, and he committed suicide. All of these events would understandably traumatize Yuriko. However, she would shift this motivation into being devoted to carry on her father's legacy and became obsessed with hunting down anyone who had used her father's process, especially anyone she felt was unworthy, which leads her to Wolverine. In one of her very first attempts to kill Wolverine and take his skeleton, she would obviously fail and would actually be defeated by his friend Heather Hudson, who was going by the identity Vindicator. Despite her proficiency in combat, Yuriko realized that she'd have to be just as lethal as Wolverine and sacrificed her humanity to be upgraded. The extra-dimensional being known as Spiral would then give her powerful cybernetic enhancements in her body shop. This included her very own adamantium-laced skeleton and lethal talent. Now, as Lady Deathstrike, she would nurture a seething hatred for Wolverine over many years. This has occasionally led her to form alliances with some unsavory types, and has also led her to have conflicts with some of Wolverine's allies, such as the X-Men. Interestingly, 1 or 2 occasions where she could have attacked Wolverine but didn't. Some examples being, one time she didn't because he was too weak after fighting others and that wouldn't be honorable, and another time being after Magneto took the adamantium away from Wolverine's skeleton, which made the whole thing pointless to her. But make no mistake, she's always found a good reason to fall back into hating Wolverine. It's also interesting that although Lady Deathstrike heads Oyama Heavy Industries, she also works as a professional assassin on the side, actually becoming a member of the cybernetic Reavers team for a while, working under Donald Pierce. It's actually during this period where she'd get her cybernetic quote-unquote healing factor upgrade. From there, she proved herself to be pretty tough, actually surviving death several times and even jumping her consciousness into the bodies of others to stay alive. Subsequent to this, we'd see her be experimented on during the creation of Weapon H and later join the hunt for Wolverine, proving herself to be a valuable member of the Weapon X-Force mercenary team as well. So any way you cut it, she's always somebody Wolverine has to look over his shoulder for. So Sabretooth doesn't have a monopoly on grudges against the good old James Howlett. Now, for her powers and abilities and her influence on the Marvel Universe, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Lady Deathstrike a rating of 8, which is an unforgettable rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and join the new Sage.